It is time for me to become responsible. I need to become a homeowner. I'm at that stage in life where I had to sell my brand new truck and I had to buy something that was older and cheaper to prepare to buy a house. So I needed something that was good year-round here in the state of Minnesota, that got good gas mileage, that was very reliable.
And I did not do that. Speed limit signs, those are just games they don't like to play. Hello everyone and welcome to Performance on Wheels. My name is Todd. My son Austin and I make all sorts of videos on all types of different cars. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, join us on our journey.
Well, wave your American flags and scream to some bald eagles while kicking somebody in an Applebee's parking lot. I bought a Dodge Charger.
You did.
Yeah, this is about as American as I think that I could ever be. I got myself a Corvette at home. We have ourselves the Charger now.
Something. It's definitely, I think you probably learned from me. So time capsule, back in time here, let's bring it back. Back in 2012, I bought a brand new Dodge Challenger RT with the 5.7 liter Hemi. Some similarities there. This is the first car that you ever drove a stick in.
First car I ever drove in general, ever.
Ever, that's right. In my middle school parking lot was your first experience. And at this time, like, the Challenger was not popular at all. It was the underdog of the three. It was the frowned upon muscle car between the Mustang and the Camaro. Obviously there's the Charger too. The Charger and Challenger, like, they're the same but different, just got four doors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the way it's always been. So during that time, the Challenger was kind of the weird car that the only people that were buying it were the people that were reliving 1970 that, like, had a Challenger, and that was the scene. That was the scene of owners.
Because they were not fast, they did not handle well, and they were more expensive than the competitors, were they not, right?
I don't remember that for sure, but yeah, probably, we can say that.
Well, I bought the cleanest 6th generation Dodge Charger to relive my childhood, and today I'm going to walk you through my newest purchase.
On the journey of this video, you're going to see some amazing engineering, some amazing personal touches, just like most Mopar owners do. Now, the Mopar scene has changed from old people reliving their glory days of the muscle car era to street takeovers and being one of the most popular cars to steal. But today we unpack the true engineering behind a Mopar owner.
Let's go through, this is, I honestly think, probably the cleanest example of a Dodge Charger, and it is hilarious. Every single part of this car is so funny to me, and it made me want to buy it to make videos on it because I thought you guys would absolutely love it and get a kick out of it. Can we start off with the front bumper here, where we can see that this is obviously a Dodge Charger RT. However, hold on, before you get to that.
I know what that is.
I know what that is too. This Charger is a 5.7 liter Hemi, so that automatically makes it extremely fast. But the only way to make that Hemi faster is to be like getting as much air to that thing as we possibly can.
I thought this was a deer horn.
It's not. No, that's to cool off and suck in as much air as we possibly can into that 5.7.
That's not enough.
No. So we needed to actually add a secondary vent. So these two vents together, I actually have photos of this. They meet together and go to the bottom of this K&N intake system that the previous owner installed in here to keep that Hemi. I don't even know. Apparently it brings more air in, this guy and that guy.
I know one thing that's very important that's, like, right at eye level is I wonder how many times we're going to see a Mopar emblem, because Mopar, no car.
Yeah, no kidding. And then these hood vents, those are truly a work of engineering.
They are hard to take in. We really need to pop the hood and get into this.
As we get into the underside of this Dodge Charger, let's go ahead and get there right now. Here's the glory of the 5.7 liter Hemi. As you can see, this makes a substantial amount of horsepower. It does have red valve covers on it. And I'm going to show you the entire journey that this Dodge Charger has taken since it was purchased new in 2010.
All right, Austin, like we're going to go through and talk about the amazing engineering here, but like I have to genuinely tell you, like I lived through this era, and I genuinely mean that. Like the people picking out the chrome covers and thinking it was cool and showing up at the auto show. Like I remember looking at this stuff in like 2012.
Did you almost pull the trigger?
If I was going to be the guy that was going to show up with the $65 windshield washer fluid. Like, I remember you actually won a strut brace for me at a raffle at a Mopar show. But, like, even like the catch can, like, going through these decisions and thinking that you were going to make this boat actually go faster down the strip. And by the way, I see a throttle body spacer there, and that just takes the whole air intake system to a whole nother level there in itself. But, like, ultimately, this was serious, and people took these extremely seriously, and I think this is a completely different level. I will tell you, you guys are like looking at this, and this is one of those photos like of the construction site that you look at, and like the more you look, the better it gets.
Yep.
Like you really have to pay attention to some of the detail under this hood.
So Dad, what I have here is every single photo documenting this entire car's history since day one. I have a second large folder that goes through all of this car's history. You and I are going to go through every one of these photos right now.
I don't have that much time.
We're going to go through them and we're going to react to our thoughts on this car's history and its maiden voyage. So let's start off with the window sticker. This car was priced at $35,810.
That's literally almost the exact same price of my Challengers.
There you go. Okay, it looks like we started off with the catch can early on.
There she is.
Yeah, there she is. Oh, it looks,
look at this.
Yeah, different hoses.
We have the braided hoses now that are about 2 inches in diameter and might be leaking oil.
Okay, okay. It looks like we got some MSD coil packs early on. We had to add a few horsepower from that. It looks like we got some new wheels. Check those out. Red brake caliper covers. Check out the red on the bottom.
Before and after photos is brilliant.
It really is. No, it truly did change the car there. And it looks like we did some Bilstein front and rear shocks.
You know what?
Wow.
You know what that is? If my memory is correct, so the track pack came with Bilstein. So these probably aren't even aftermarket.
Okay.
We probably just found the actual track pack that came with those.
Okay. Well, there we go. Then this one might have the track pack on it. It is the Rodent.
It does.
I don't know.
Of course it does. It has the Bilstein.
There we go. This one does have, okay, I looked this up. Even to purchase this today, this is a $3,300 Corsa axle or catback exhaust.
That's serious.
That is a very expensive exhaust system. Obviously, we now have to take a listen. As we move on to the next page here, we continue with our exhaust install, but we had, with all that extra power we had to handle, check out these new strut bars up front. Sway bars. Yeah, we got new sway bars up front, and of course with new sway bars, front and rear, comes new sway bar end links. Check those out, huh? And then it looks like, I don't know if he did lowering springs here,
California plates.
Yeah, yeah. This car spent most of its life in California and Arizona.
It shows.
Yeah, so he must have lowered it. Must be these guys here, even though it doesn't sit low at all. Yeah, look at that.
You know,
absolute
the beauty
beauty.
of this is there's like viewers that are your age and younger that don't even like know what this thing is. This is like the family photo album sitting down.
I know, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. Check it out. This thing used to have stripes on the hood, huh?
Dang,
with the red lip, the red side, and the stickers down the side. Look at that. Looks like it was time for more power. We got the intake that we showed.
4-inch insulated heat vent, that says.
That's no joke. That is no joke.
5-inch by 4-inch.
Is that what you saw?
That's it right there. 5-inch by 4-inch up front. Used to have a little filter on her.
Yeah, used to.
Screen.
Yeah, and it looks like this is all of the install process. It tells us everything about what he went through during this intense install here. It looks like it was red at one point, decided to change it up. He has a little vent up front and shroud, and wow, just look at all of that air that is now getting to the 5.7 through this amazing photo album here.
Not done yet.
No, not done yet. Not at all. We have the K&N intake installed. Oh, these used to be red.
Yes.
He installed these little lips here, so it got even more.
Because the 2 additional air inlets were not enough, we also put some scoops around the cone.
he made sure that he hood sealed it to the air box. So he made sure to write that down for us. Looks like it had a spoiler installed. Looks like it used to be red, huh?
No, that looks good.
Yeah.
Looks really
Oh no, that was the front lip.
Okay.
I guess it had a different spoiler than the one it has now, I think. Wow. Yep, there's the strut bars or sway bars again. Looks like you swapped out sway bar end links again. Got sick of the old ones. Maybe it's time for a new set. This thing's clunking like nothing else.
Every single Challenger owner that had the 5.7 was envisioning and dreaming about what mural or paint scheme that could come up with that original engine cover.
And you are not kidding. There was a lot of them. This one used to be red, apparently, which changed, obviously, over time. We'll get to that. The front strut bar install. Look at that. Had it apart yet again. Must have installed something else. No idea what.
The custom layout of the hood vents.
The custom layout of the hood vents had to keep this thing cool, let all the air out of it 5.7.
Anxiety going through his mind as he is laying out those blue masking strips. But the hood vents aren't enough. Like, he got in here with a spade drill or something and just Swiss cheese the heck out of this thing.
Well, that was to make the cutting easier, I think.
No, that's just more air.
Oh, is that what? Oh, yeah, no kidding.
It's more airflow.
Oh, my bad. Wow. Wow, my apologies. Oh, it looks like they were red, huh? Wow, that must have been so tacky looking. Oh, I guess the red must have just been the first coat. Looked like they turned black right away. And then he painted, looks like he painted some side valances in the back. And that's some, oh no, never mind. My apologies. Nowhere near done yet. Back to the hood vents over here. Back to the engine cover.
There's a lot going on with the hood vents. Let's be honest. I mean, he had chiseled out his custom insulation here for the perfect little gap. So that half-inch could be exposed to the front hood vents. And then threw in a few more areas of Swiss cheese. But no. Wait, there's more. We also will cut out a square to make sure that anything coming from the front will get in there too.
And then throttle body spacer. Carbon fiber interior, Dad.
Over the top, man. This is too much. I can't take it.
It is tuned, of course, so this Charger is making well over 390 horsepower. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just...
Climbing stages. It just keeps going.
It just keeps on going. There's just anything you could possibly imagine.
Ooh, the custom valve covers.
Yep. So he made these, and then he painted... Oh, they were blue at one point. Check that out. Looks like they were blue. And then at some point they turn back to red.
And then we go into all the installation manuals.
Every single installation thing. And then in the back we have some receipts. And then I have this other folder over here that is filled with the rest of receipts. Probably over 200 pages of receipts.
Austin, the one thing that you can totally appreciate from a Mopar owner, and I remember this from being at car shows, is how people care about the body and not wanting to get dents, wanting to keep their body lines as smooth as possible, right? So the previous owner, like, he took it to a whole new level because not only one layer of protection, not 2 layers of protection, but there's 3 layers of protection to avoid those door dings.
Not only that, but there was also the protection on the sides of all 4 doors. Unfortunately, on my highway drive home, apparently he didn't like to drive over 80 because they decided to come off with the wind. And not only did I get 2 sets of floor mats with my purchase.
You got the reminder of the previous red stripe.
I do have the reminder of the red stripe. I've got all of this chrome I get to enjoy taking off. But we also get our recently painted, or recently back to black, engine cover. We have our underside engine cover. We have our Mopar Performance rear strut bar. Okay, here's what's crazy about this. From Mopar, I'm pretty sure this is like a $400 part.
Yeah, I could never get one for the Challenger. Couldn't justify the cost.
Well, apparently this guy could. Didn't feel the need to install it though for the cost. We have the factory air filter. Then we have, I don't know what this is, a bunch of factory random parts, LED lights. It does have all blue interior lighting.
Let's get to the inside in a second.
Yeah, that's a real treat once we hop in there. And then, of course, in the golden light bottle here, we have the factory throttle body. We've got an extra MSD coil, the OEM oil cap. Made sure to write the year of the car on there. And then we have the tuner.
Genuinely impressive.
And we have all of the factory bolts that were ever used on anything.
That is absolutely impressive.
Everything.
Documentation is incredible.
It truly is.
Austin, opening the door, the ambiance really, like you mentioned, the blue hue of the lights. It not only bounces off the chrome, but I can even see the reflection in the carbon fiber that has been installed everywhere in the cabin here. I get the reminder as I go to grab that meaty door that I'm going into the RT Charger. In that blue hue carbon fiber, it just really sets the mood as I put both feet into the cabin here and fire up this 5.7 liter. But I know the party hasn't even started yet because I haven't even began to grip my wrist and my hand around that Hurst shifter that's connected to that automatic transmission. Italian leather, hand stitched. You gotta hold on to that power somehow. Austin, ultimately this is an introductory video of this massive big bad Charger onto the channel, and it was just hard not to start off just truly showing the appreciation for the previous owner's engineering.
I will agree, and I am so unbelievably excited to introduce this car to the channel. I think it is the biggest joke, meme, or anything that I could possibly find, and I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely like this car. I think the mods are just, they're silly. I'm going to make my own to them as time goes on, but first I think we need to have some fun at car shows and showing the car off to people before we remove any of them. But
how long do you think you'll be able to sit with the hood up, straight faced in a chair with your photo album? But maybe that should be the video.
That will be coming soon to a car show near you. So get ready for some people's reactions to the heavily modified Dodge Charger at a local car meet. I'm genuinely excited to see what people have to say. I think this is going to be great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video here on Performance on Wheels. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys want to see us do with this Charger. I'm thinking 3 types of owners: police officer, hoodlum, and old guy who absolutely loves it video coming soon. I'm thinking reactions at a car show, and
maybe just a normal review for normal people.
And then maybe just a normal car review. But we'll see you guys next time.